Hi, country girls and guys. I'm just gonna do a not too long a video. I have a project in mind that I'm going to do. I'm going to send out. Let me get this open. We'll be on our way. I'm going to be sending out some Rak'S and little Happy Meals. Nothing super big. Either something to make an ATC or make a tag out of. I have, let's see over here. I have different things here that I have cut out. There's quite a few in there, although it doesn't look like it. This is the one that's got quite a few things cut out. None of them are really, there's no theme involved or anything. It's just, you know, just like a thank you kind of thing, you know, to send to you. I have papers of all sorts of things and whatnot, and cards I can cut images out of. And I've been sitting, you know, like while I've been ill, and when I could, I would sit and cut things out of magazines. I've cut things out of, I've printed and cut things, and I have other things that I have that will be used that have like little papers and things like that in there. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I saw, and I think I'm sure it was Artie Mays, but I could be wrong, that I saw this way to coffee dye envelopes. Hope I'm not wrong. But these are the size envelopes that I'm thinking of using. And they measure, just let me grab this. They measure, just over 5 1/4, 5 1/4 and by 4. So they're not very big envelopes. And the reason that I want to use this size envelope is to keep costs down. Now, I was talking with one of my moderators and was thinking, like, we have 61 people in the group, in the Facebook group, but we only have 12 people, including myself, who have added their addresses in the address. So the people who have their addresses in are who I'm sending these to. And I would like to invite you to do the same thing. If you're interested in doing that, small envelope, go through, and, you know, you can send 12, like what's in there. You can send 2, you can send 1. It doesn't matter. Pick somebody on the list and send one. And, you know, when they make something, it'd be great if they would post what they make with what you sent them and post it on the group page so that we can see, you know, what got made, and, you know, it just would be fun. So anyway, I learned this way. Big brush like this. Dip it into the coffee or tea, whatever you want to use, and just brush. If you want extra drips, you can do that and just, you know, hold them and drip them. Add them. It's totally up to you. And then do the back side, same thing. Now this coffee kind of has an alcohol smell to it because it's coffee from quite a while ago, and I put a bit of rubbing alcohol in it to keep it from going bad. So it's, you know, got that smell that I can smell. I was like, what the heck is that? And I remembered what it is. Now you can, you know, clean up. I've got a piece of wax paper here. I really don't need it, but I just thought I would, because there's stuff I want to do after this that's, you know, probably for another video. But if you are interested, I know I have chat turned off again today. That's only because I wanted to concentrate, do this, and just chat. And it's hard to do that with chat, or when chat's live, because you get distracted. You forget what the heck you were doing. So I just decided that this, for the next couple of videos, I just want to, I'll go live again. Don't worry. I like being live too, but just for these, I didn't think I could ever do a video like this again, because of my webcam. But then I discovered how I can with my webcam, which made me quite happy, because there's just sometimes you just don't feel like being live, right? You just, you know, I'm sure we all go through that. To be live every single day it's harder than, you know, doing them this way. So, I mean, I could leave that just like that. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll just, what I'll do is drip a few more drops here. Try this. See what I end up with this way. I'm kind of liking that. That looks kind of neat. Get some on the back, and oh yeah, that turns out pretty good. Yeah, I like the front. So I don't want them all to be just saturated and soaked. I mean, they're going to take a while to dry, and yeah, I know that the glue up here is going to get, you know, but we all have double-sided tape, and we all have other glue, and, you know, so that's what I thought I would just do. And there, I think that's enough on that one, and I'll sit in here. I'm going to try that again. I like that. That's kind of a cool way to do it. Now, I know whoever I watched kind of did this, you know, like picking up color and stuff, you know, after she had painted it. But I'm kind of liking how this comes out with this. I mean, it's different. And I mean, you could even add, afterwards, you could even take your distress inks and add water to it and some color to that as well. So I like this one. Let's see what this does. Make it a little bit. Good way to copy stain pages too, actually, really, when you think about it. It's kind of cool. But you can also, now let's see if you are on, no, you're not on spray. Why won't you go on spray? You're just going where you want to go, you silly thing. Now you're off. Yeah. Yeah, you can't come here because I'll get you wet. You can sit on my shoulder if you want, but that's it. There, you can just spray it too. Nico is, I think what's wrong with Nico right now, he's like right here on my, right behind my shoulder. And he is smelling the rubbing alcohol. And from when I was in the hospital, I know he does not like that smell. I came home and I took my shoes off, and he was winging them around. Like he picked them up because I hadn't undone the laces or anything, and he just picked my shoes up and was shaking his head with them just like a dog would with a toy. And he's a cat, you know, like so he does not like that alcohol smell at all, you know. But he will have to be used to it for today. Ooh, leave that one. That's pretty. Pretty. So I'm going to try to have them all a little different. And stick that there, as long as I don't forget it's there and throw it out in the garbage. Let's try this. We've got dots and drips and all sorts of stuff on this wax paper right now, so we can try to pick it up and see what we get. Oh, I like that. Yes, Nico, I know, buddy. I know you don't like the smell. Don't step on the keyboard. You might shut me down. Yeah, he's not happy at all. But you know what? You could get down and just go play with Fred. Go find Fred. There. Those are coming out kind of cool. Maybe I can. There's some up here we could get on the back, probably. Yeah, I like that. There. That one there. Because the ones that I did first, where I just soaked them with the paintbrush, they're like soaked. I kind of like this way a wee bit better. You can get more drops on it and more texture looking. You know, if it was blue, it would look like a robin's egg blue. But we can, you know, once they're dry, maybe, you know, add a wee bit of color into them if we want to. Don't know. I may just try to pick up what's on the wax paper first and see what we get. Now, if you haven't watched Artie Mays, you should go really watch her. She's really phenomenal. I love her videos. She's one of the people that keeps me inspired. Her and Gail Angustelli and Roxy's Creations. I love Rachel. You know, she's good. She's got a daughter who can either be as cute as pie, or she can mouth her mother off just like mine did. You know, so it's like I sympathize with her. You know, I went through that with my daughter. She was either as sweet as she could be, or she was a witch. And now I don't deal with it anymore. I deal with my stepdaughter, who's always sweet. You know, I love her. She's such a sweet girl. And her girls are just, oh, they're so beautiful. You know, they look like their mom. Like one of them is just like the spitting image of her mom when she was young. And that's my Nikki. And my Brittany Boo, she's a sweetie. And then there is Harley, or Hartley, that's what it is, not Harley. I was calling her Harley all the time. I kept thinking motorcycle. Sorry, Hartley. Unless you are Harley and I was right to start with, then I'm. then I'm okay. I love you girls. You're so sweet. Whenever I get over there, you're all adorable. And most of the time, they're all good to their mama and daddy, but they're like other teenagers. They have their moments, you know. There. I didn't get much on it, but I still got some there. Still got some on my mat. We can pick that up. Yeah. There, so how many I've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this will be 10. There's 10. 2 more to do. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like, you know, like a card base or something like this into, for ATCs, I have tags that are pre-cut that I can put in, and then I'm just going to put a few of the papers just to give you, it'll kind of give you like just a bit of an idea of where to go just with what you're being given in the envelope. You might have to add stuff, you might not, but I have a few pieces of I hate it when my brain goes to mush. It's been that way a lot since all the surgeries and stuff, but I have a few papers and tissue papers, that's the one I was thinking of, that are in drawers, and you know, pull them out and I'll tear pieces off them and put them in because they're thin. And you know, like I don't want anybody doing anything that's going to cost a whole bill of money. That's, you know, none of us can really afford that. So, you know, try to keep it very small, like one of these cards and like 3 or 4 pieces of paper should keep it nice and flat. You know, like don't use like these are all, you know, just these are from magazines, so they're thin papers. So, you know, this and then this, and then maybe you know, a flower or a saying or even some words, whatever. Just grab, you know, 3 or 4 things and stick it in the envelope and close it. Just don't even think about it. Don't try to match anything, so that this will be like you're also getting a challenge to make a cardstock out of what you've been given and not what you would think should go in it. You do it with whatever you got given. See if you can't make a not a cardstock, that's not the word I wanted, an ATC or a tag with what you have, what somebody has sent you. So if you're interested in doing that, you know, just that's what I'm doing for the rest of September. So if you want to join me, just put your name on. Maybe I'll just put a thing on the group page, or One of the moderators will, I don't know, saying taking part in RAC. And that way everybody will know who's taking part. You pick who you want to go with. Because like I said, there's only 12 people in the addresses right now, and yet we have 61 members. So a lot of people have not put their addresses in. So to do this as a group thing makes it quite difficult because there's not enough people in the address book. So I would just say, pick someone to send them this little happy mail. You could put a little tiny note in if you like, and just say, you know, that you're doing it with Country Girls Scrapping, random act of kindness challenge, I guess you can call it. So I challenge you. Yeah, I do. I challenge you all to send somebody something that, you know, and it can just be out of your scraps. You know, just don't make it thick and don't make it cost yourself a lot of money. That is my main objective here. I want you to do something that is going to cost you very little money. Nothing expensive, you know, like, because not everybody has that kind of money. And so we can't all, you know, we can't all do that. Now, let's see what we can do here. Some of the coffee dyes are almost dry. Let's see what we got up here as far as ink. Okay, here we got red. I got powdered rose. It's weird with all the teaching that I did and all the distressings I have. They're all mostly for distressing, you know. Okay, we got a purple one. We got red. What's this one? Right Persimmon, Red Barn. Broken China. Oh, here's a good one. Here's one I like. Peeled paint, crushed olive, bundled sage, and that's black. We don't want any black. No black. We just want some colors. So we're just going to try. See how this turns out. I'll just move these apart. I'll leave the coffee there for now. Come on. Up you go. Up you go. Okay. Oh, okay, buddy, you have to get down. No, not even going that way. Sorry. Down you go. Now that just went too much. I got too much paint on that one. But we can go like this. Put it on top of that one. I'm still in picture, okay? See if we can blot some of it off. And we did, but it's still a little green. I didn't want it that green. I just wanted to dip. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Just do little bits at a time. I shouldn't have dropped the whole thing down. And, there. There. That's good. That's better. That's better. That almost looks military. I'm going to have to get around to getting myself some of those other colors like the yellows and the marmalades and, you know, stuff like that, because I don't have any of it. Now I do have, let's see, do I have a, go, I have a piece of paper, clean up the painty mess. There. So I'll use that, and then I'll wipe this off. I'll use a new color. Just do a couple envelopes of maybe each color. Okay, let's try the seedless preserves. Put that there. Water. Okay, now let's learn from the last time. Don't drop the thing. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty color. Love that one. And then we'll do just a bit on the back here, a little on the side, a little on that side, maybe right there. There we go. Now we will let him dry. That's a pretty one. I like that one. I like that color. Okay. There. So we've done 2 of those. I always keep this little dish of vinegar and water and a baby washcloth on my table, because if you get like this type of paint, I noticed that, you know, like I can wipe it now so that it takes the bulk of it off, but the next time I do anything like gluing or whatever, and I have this vinegar and water there and do it again, it'll take the rest of the ink off me. So it's kind of cool. Plus, when you get gluey fingers, it's the best thing in the world, because all you do is just touch that cloth, you know, just take it and just wipe your fingers like that, and all the glue is gone. It's no longer on your fingers. Amazing. Okay, we got, oh, we forgot water. You forget water. Without the water, you don't get the right type of stuff. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Maybe one in the middle there. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's see if we can get this to get it to run a little bit. Yeah. There. That's enough of that one. Now we'll do that one. This is a pretty color too. This is that ripe persimmon. It's coming up nice as well. like that one too. Finding places to hide all the, or dry all this stuff is like, I probably should do more, but I want to try these ones first because I pulled out 4 of them. And we've got 12. So we'll see. We might just leave a couple of them just coffee dyed. And then we may be okay. I've got 2 green, 2 purple, 2 persimmon. So 2, 4, 6. I've got 2 more here. And then maybe those coffee dyed ones will try. I've got 3 here. Let's do the blue. I love this color. I'm probably putting out way more than I need to, but I'm going to get a second paper. Or do I, yeah, I want a second paper. Just so that I can keep the... Okay. This one's not even dry yet. Ooh, this one's coming pretty. I like this one. I love that blue color. It's that broken china. I love that. That's a really pretty color. So let's set that one there. I have a fan over there, so it's kind of helping to dry them off a little bit. Not a great deal, but a bit. There. There we go. And those 2 can dry there. And then we will take this. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And I have a little water and stuff left here, so try that. And then we have crushed olive. And I've got bundled sage too. I don't know. Let's go for our. Let's have a look at 2 of them. Let's see which one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the bundled sage. No. Yeah, bundled sage. Gonna go with that. This is a very, very pretty color. Ooh, too much on that one. And do the back. Silly. Almost looks like I could use just a touch more on this one for some reason. If it just didn't hold with the color. Yeah. Okay. Maybe one right there. There we go. Okay, that's that. And then we'll put this on. There. We're getting some colored pages at the same time. And then I'm going to wipe my desk off. Now the coffee dyed ones are not, I don't know if they're dry enough for this. I guess we could always try, see what happens. We haven't tried yet, and everything's an experiment, right? What do we got here? Let's try it with the blue. If anything's going to show through, it's going to be maybe the red, the persimmon. Yes, you just be a good boy over there, Nico. Stay there. Don't need any of those ribbons either. Stay away from them. Okay, so here's one of the ones that's completely, oh yeah, it's going to take it. Perfect. It's going to take some color. That's nice. And then we'll do some on the back. Well, that's not too bad. So that's just going to have to dry now. Let's try. No, Nico. No, Nico. At least he listens. Fred doesn't. Fred just keeps coming. But it's 2:45. So it's getting close to dinner time. So they're trying to get my attention now. I thought I could get this in and done before that hit, but I'm not that good, I guess. As good as I thought I was. Yeah. I don't want it anymore. There. Okay, piece of paper. There we go. Yeah. Pink and red and blue and green, and I can do some stamping on them or something. And then, you know, like I could take this colored paper and cut it and do some stamping on it. And it's flat. It can get sent in the envelope. You know, a piece big enough for the background or something, and whatever you're doing. So there. So now I've got my 12 envelopes. I've got these two. These two. This one's not quite dry yet. So, and these aren't dry yet. And then there's these two here. You can see the difference between it being on a slightly coffee dyed and total coffee dyed. It makes a big difference. And then these are the, oops, I didn't get any blue on the back of that. Well, or that. So I'm going to have to do that. And then, and I didn't get persimmon on this one. Okay, so I'll have to do these. And I didn't do these ones either. What's wrong with me? These are the red ones. So there's lots of different ones here. So one of them should be coming your way shortly. I will, once they're all dried and everything, I'll start filling them and okay. Yes, I know it's dinner time. You're just going to have to wait just 5 seconds, buddy. Okay. So anyway, like I said, I invite you to take part in this little challenge and go through the addresses on Country Girl Scrappin'. And like I said, I just went through it just before I came on, and there was only 12 names in there. And yet we have 61 or 62 members right now in the Facebook group. So right now I've got 12 envelopes ready to go. If anybody else adds their name, then I will do up more envelopes and send them something too. So I'm doing everyone. I don't expect that from anyone else because this is my channel. And because I was, so ill and I lost so much video time, I feel horrible about it. I missed you guys. And so I just want to say thank you for sticking with me through it all. Shingles was absolutely no fun. It never is. I'm very, very susceptible to shingles for some reason. And to have a medication that's supposed to be helping my lungs give me shingles after being allergic to the first medication they tried for my lungs, it was just like, no. And I got a hold of the respirologist and I sent him an email, and then the company phoned him because I never went for my appointment. I was like, no, you're not giving that stuff to me again. And so they said, is it okay if we call your doctor? And I said, absolutely. I've already emailed him. So you go ahead. And so he called me late that night. I said, what happened? So I told him, and he's like, do you have, are you really susceptible to shingles or something? And I said, well, yes, I am. I said, I have PTSD, and when really stressful things happen, I tend to break out in shingles. And he's like, oh my God, well, can't you get the injection? And I said, I can't afford the injection. I said, that's almost $400. And he was like, well, it's $150 to start with. I said, yeah, you want to pay for it for me? Because I can't do it. And so he's now looking into having the government pay for it because I'm so susceptible. And the lung medication, the one that I was on there that gave me shingles, is very expensive. So if they're willing to pay for that, he's hoping he can talk them into paying for the shingle shot for me, for both doses, the first one and then the booster. But I don't hold out any hope. But in the meantime, I said to him, I am not taking anything that has the risk of shingles. And from now on, when you tell me a medication, I'm looking up the side effects, because these guys don't tell me anything. When I go to the clinic to get the shot, the only thing they said to me is, I said to them, well, can you tell me what the side effects are? And they said, well, watch out for a rash. You might get a rash. I was like, rash my butt. Shingles is not just a rash. Shingles is pain, So anyway, I'm feeling much better now, and I'm hoping to get some videos going and try to get my groove back. Like, my brain has been mush, ever since I started feeling better. It's like, well, what am I going to do now? It's like I was sort of on a roll, and then it just abruptly stopped. And, when I had the shingles, there was just no way I could sit up in my chair. It was hard enough just to lay down. The pain was so bad. And then with the eye surgery, it's like, well, I can barely see out of my left eye because, they had done the right eye. So the right eye was, clear. But once it's done, it stays a little foggy for a bit, so because you've got all this, stuff that they've put in your eye while you're having the surgery. You've got 3 or 4 different types of drops. You've got freezing. You got all sorts of stuff going on. So, yeah, it's nice. Like, I'm starting to get to the point where I look and the colors look brilliant and beautiful again. And, it's nice. I really do like it. I can read my emails without having to get up and go closer to the TV or whatever. So it's much better. So anyway, I'm going to end this for now, and I'm going to get these all dried up and see if I do anything else to them. I'll come back, but I want to try to get a few videos up and going. And so this was this one. I've got 2, 4, 6 cards that I need to do the backs on. So I'll do those, but I'll do them off screen because you've already seen what I'm kind of doing. So I'll do that all off screen, and I hope you're one of the people that gets one in your mail, little happy mail rack. So I will talk to you later, and don't forget that creative clutter is way better than idle neatness. And I can say that now because I cleaned up the back part of my desk, so it feels so much better. But it wasn't a creative mess. It was just a mess. Now it's a creative mess. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, love you all, and I will see you on the next video, which will be very shortly. Bye for now.